Hello, and thanks for joining us on the podcast that discusses all things gaming. Coming to you from the home of Gen Con and the gaming capital of the world, this is The Established Facts.
And welcome to episode 85 of The Established Facts. We have got a really fun thing that we're doing with you guys. We're going to do a factor play of the game Fiasco. Now, if you are not familiar with the game Fiasco, it was designed by Jason Morningstar, and we will have all of the associated links in our show notes so that you can pick up a copy of this. There is also a companion guide to it, and there are about a bajillion and a half other little scenarios that you can add to kind of flavor up your Fiasco game. But if you have not gotten a chance to play this game, it is a lot of fun. And so we are going to have a little bit of a disclaimer. We are going to try and keep our mouths not so potty, but we can't guarantee everything all the time. So there is a little bit of a discretionary warning that there may be a little bit of adult language included in this, but we will make sure to edit that out for you guys.
To the best of our abilities.
To the best of our abilities.
And there may be some adult content,
yes.
so just be prepared.
So be warned. Be warned. We're not 100% sure how this is going to go, but that is why it's called Fiasco. So, Josh, go ahead.
Well, the scenario we've chosen is called The Ice, and it takes place in either Antarctica or the North Pole or someplace that's just a complete Suburbia. A complete, desert of ice. Or a tundra. That's what we're thinking of. Yeah, Siberia type. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking of. But so we have different sets of relationships that, at the very beginning of the game, you are all given 2 dice that represent something good happening to you and 2 dice that represent something bad happening to you. And those dice are then rolled, a whole pool's put together based off numbers, and then you go around the table and
using
you determine...
those numbers, you determine
what it is you're going to do and how you're related to each other by relationships. And then in most cases it's an item, an object, a location, a need, something along those lines will kind of further define your relationship. And all of the rules for that are in the book. The PDF for this book is somewhere between $5 and $10. The physical copy is like $20.
Yeah, it's a cheap game and it's tons of fun.
We're not going to go through all of the rules, but the long and short of it is every one of the scenarios also has an instant setup, which is what we decided to utilize, minus a couple changes. And it predefines all your relationships and defines what defines those relationships, what makes them more unique. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go around the table and we're going to explain our relationships to the person to our right. We have a relationship with each person on either side of us, our adjacent person, and they have been further defined as well. So I'm going to define my relationship with Derek. Derek and I are a specialist and supporter. I will be the specialist in this situation, and Derek will be the supporter. And the thing that further defined our relationship was that we have 5 kilos of explosives and a detonator. What we're going to use that for, we're not quite sure. That'll come up because this is an improv game. So a lot of what you're doing is you're kind of making it up on the spot based off the information you hear from the other scenes as we go through. I love how this was best explained the first time we played the game. It was explained that imagine a terrible movie where things are always going wrong. And you are playing out each of the scenes in the movie to where once you get about halfway through the movie and a tilt will occur, which is how we'll probably end this first episode with the tilt, so that we can then come back and play out the rest of it. And finally, the game will end with flashbacks based off what good things have happened to you and what bad things have happened to you. You determine and find out exactly how bad your character turned out.
It's pretty much like a really bad Lifetime movie.
It really is. Everything about it.
So, I don't know. With 5 kilos, it's going to be
probably
Michael Bay.
A really good Lifetime movie.
Fair enough. So again, the relationship Derek and I share, I am the specialist, he's the supporter, and we both have 5 kilos of explosives and a detonator. Derek?
All right, so my relationship with Josh Prime is we are handlers for a dignitary, which is an empress penguin called Dolly. And what further defines us is we have got to find out why the penguin is being reintroduced to the wild.
So you actually went ahead and through our discussions to put out further definition than what was actually provided in the book, which you are welcome to do as part of the game. So there are different options. You can go ahead and define a lot of this stuff out and then just play out the scenes, or allow some of it to naturally come out. You'll hear some details throughout our explanations, and you'll hear some left out. Like I left a few things out as well because I want to leave that in for the game. So, Josh, your relationship with Dawn.
So, Prime.
Yes, Prime. We will try and be good about that.
So I would have to say, I wouldn't have to say. I ended up rolling that my relationship with him is that we are smugglers, and it was originally we were smugglers of endangered species. We had decided that it was going to be the endangered empress penguin.
That's right, penguin.
Prior to. So that is my relationship with him. And in order for me to get respect, I essentially have to end up writing him out. So that's my relationship with you, Donald.
Okay. So my relationship with Josh, not Josh Prime, but the other Josh, we are sole survivors of some sort of cataclysm. And to further define our relationship, we met in this location of the Arctic or Antarctic, depending on wherever. I'm assuming probably the Antarctic, considering we have a penguin. We met at another location in this setting called Scott's Hut. So, and I'm going to go ahead and just further define in that something happened at Scott's Hut to allow us to be the sole survivors of something.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to go into for now. We may figure it out later in the game. So
yeah. So I had forgotten about this, but luckily there was good timing behind it, since our first level of improv is going to be that everyone, while we were telling you what our relationships are, we just came up with our individual names. So we have character names as well. So I will be playing Dr. John Winston, a zoologist from the Indianapolis Zoo.
All right.
I will be playing Perry Charlton, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be yet.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Well, I'm going to be playing Barry Blue. He's going to be a construction worker.
Or a cereal.
And I'm going to be playing the somewhat criminally minded survivalist Rusty Cups.
Well, that would sound like facts.
So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start the round, and we're going to go around twice.
I was going to say, does play pass clockwise?
Well, we're going to do clockwise this time because Derek is kind of I won't say younger player, but he's the least experienced player, and wanted to see a few turns before we kind of got into the meat of it, just so he could see things go. So,
and I will have to apologize if you hear
dying,
coughing,
dying, and all that stuff.
That will be Derek.
Yes.
It's perfectly natural.
So,
that's right, in the Antarctic.
Now that everyone has determined all the relationships...
It's just in character.
It's method acting.
All of the dice.
All of the
dice are then put in the center of the table, separated again by representation of good and representation of bad. They're usually different colors. I use red and blue, or blue and white. We currently have a gold set of dice and a black set of dice. And in this particular game, we are defining the gold dice as good and the black dice as bad. Meaning nothing more than that. Stop laughing at me. Either way, so on each turn, the individual actor or player will get two options. They will either get to establish the scene, and by establishing the scene, that person basically goes through and says, okay, I'm going to speak with this other character, or a character that's an NPC that happens to be there. So if I were establishing the scene, I would say, I'm going to speak with Dawn, and we're actually going to meet up at Scott's Hut, or at least the remnants of Scott's Hut, to discuss and what we're there to discuss is the past. This is where we met at the last place we saw each other. We knew we were coming here, etc. When I do that, that now gives the other participating players the opportunity, as the scene is going on, to determine if that scene will end badly for me, the player, or good for me, the player. The other option that the player has is the opposite, which means I can sit here and go, you know what, I want the scene to end good for me. So the other involved players can then turn around and say, okay, well, we're going to establish it. They can tell me that I'm going to speak with Derek about our stash of explosives, if they wanted to. So that's going to be the premise here. So I'm going to start the round off, and I'm going to establish the scene, and ironically enough...
Josh, just one question.
Yes.
Does it have to follow chronologically, then?
No, this can
not the actors in the scene, but the player whose turn it is for that scene.
Yeah, every time...
Josh can establish a scene with Prime.
Right.
Or with you and Prime.
Right.
But play is still going to go to me after his turn.
Right,
No.
but that next scene, does it have to follow that?
No.
No, it can be... I can establish my scene with just Prime.
And it can be a flashback.
It can be a flashback.
Yes.
So
Yes, because-
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because
The
we're scripting
sequence
a
of the
movie.
scenes.
Right.
I'm sorry.
We're
I
doing
do
scenes in a movie. You could flashback if you so choose.
So it can be totally Tarantino'd.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we very-
can Pulp Fiction this bad boy out.
Yeah, we very often will go chronologically just because it makes more sense to us because it's how the
Right.
story's progressing. But if
Right.
you want to throw a wrench in it, by all means, throw one.
Okay.
So I am going to
It is a
establish the scene.
fiasco.
And
Sure.
if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge the ball.
That's right.
So we are actually, this is taking place in what we're saying Antarctica. We're saying, does anybody...
Unless we want to actually establish that it is the most rare Empress penguin from the North Pole.
that could be fun. What I want to know is, I'm going to put somebody on the spot. Derek, I need a name for our base. And you know what? We'll do it at the North Pole. Why not?
North
We're
Pole?
taking
Awesome.
a penguin to the North Pole.
That's right.
It is going to be, it's going to be Charlie 170.
Base Charlie 170.
Yes.
Because 169 is destroyed.
Yes.
So I'm going to establish that I'm going to have a meeting with Don, and we are going to meet at Scott's Hut, just like I explained earlier, because maybe that'll just force us to actually come up with what happened. So it is located off-site of 170, so we are going to work our way there, and the whole goal of this is to find out why we're the sole survivors.
That's fine. I have an idea already.
That's fantastic. So you, Derek, and Josh, primarily, and you can have Don involved as well because it is my scene.
Right.
We'll be determining if it is good or bad for me, and you do not have to determine right now.
You can
if
wait
you
till
want,
the end of the scene.
or well, you have to do it before the scene is over.
But it has to be a unanimous decision.
Oh, well, yes, but
it
it's
has
not.
to be a majority decision.
Yeah.
If
Right,
the three of us are working on it, then if two of us say, "Well, let's make it end well,"
Yeah.
then
I'm saying that since it's the doomsday thing, then let's make it bad for him.
I was thinking bad too prior to. So
our scene is going to end badly
For me.
for you. Yeah,
For me. It doesn't have to
it's probably not going to end very well for me
No,
either.
probably
But
not.
it's just
So-
not affecting me at this point.
say.
Oh, my goodness.
So your name is Rusty,
Rusty,
and I am John.
John.
So, all right. Here we go.
Rusty John.
Lord, why? Rusty, why did we agree to come back here?
I'm just trying to figure out why you didn't grab your coat before you left.
I did grab it. I did, because if I hadn't, but it's still not doing the job. You gotta understand, I'm from Indianapolis. I know it gets cold, but freaking A. There's hardly any roads around here. We're taking snowmobiles everywhere.
Right, but I mean, don't you work in a... I'm just a janitor. Don't you work at a zoo
Yes, I work at a zoo.
with penguins?
Yes, it's not as cold in that environment. It's like comfortable cold.
So they're not real penguins.
No, they are. I mean, come on. We're bringing this. Oh, you didn't hear. Yeah, I'm here because there's a group. There's a dignitary, a rare Empress penguin who is from the North Pole.
I was worried it was going to be vice president or something like that.
The vice. They look. It's a dignitary in my field.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
They asked me to be here.
I'm just not really happy as the janitor for having to clean up all of the penguin poo.
Penguin poo. You just like saying penguin.
You know, I like it. It's nifty.
It's a good
Why
word.
should we be throttled by word pronunciation?
That being said, I am glad that you were willing to meet here because I've been having a lot of trouble remembering what happened because I was just glad to have survived. Like, when you you go off to school, you stuff your brain with a lot of information, and it's almost... I met with a therapist, and she's apparently determined that I have suppressed these memories and thought it would be best to go to the source and find out what happened.
So you don't remember at all what happened?
I don't remember enough of it. I know it was terrible, and I know there's nothing left.
You realize that cold chills and memory loss are the first symptom to terminal cold sores.
Terminal cold sores?
Yeah.
Ooh. No, I don't remember that.
Well, you wouldn't, because you may be susceptible to it.
You were getting a text message in your pocket.
I am. What does it say?
It says it's from your therapist.
Oh, what is it? Okay.
Hope you are straightening this out. We will talk about this on your next session. Be strong, be brave. Face the cold.
Face the cold.
Face the cold.
Oh, she is so sweet. The therapist told me I needed to face the cold. Oh.
You all right? Your mouth hurt?
A little.
Yeah. I'm going to step away.
What is it, airborne or something?
I don't know. I don't have it, and I'm breathing.
But I'm breathing just fine.
I'm going home.
Scene. That's your first turn.
There you go.
Fiasco.
There you go.
So, okay.
Obviously ended badly.
Yeah, obviously. So the other part of turn
Terminal
one.
cold sores.
Well, the other part of round one is that when you receive a die, you are to give that die away. So obviously, your first die, you're going to give that away, and then after the tilt, you keep whatever die you come to. So I'm actually going to give this die away to Derek because of that extremely entertaining text message.
Thank you.
So, throughout round one, which is, again, 2 full turns around, whenever you receive a die, good or bad, you hand it off to somebody of your choosing. And then, once we finish the turn, those die are then utilized for determining the results of the tilt, which are what are supposed to activate the fiasco. Right. So, Donald.
All right, so...
Establish or...
I'm going to say that Rusty and John head back to their new base. What is it again?
Charlie
170. So we're going to head back after we have now kind of discussed what the problem might have been at Scott's hut. We're going to return to Charlie 170, and we're going to meet our new comrades. So this is going to be a scene for everyone, and then you guys can introduce yourselves as our new comrades and introduce your dignitary and such, and then you guys can all kind of figure out how this is going to end. So
much I want to make it end badly for him, but I don't necessarily have a good enough reason yet.
I don't either. I think
it can be, like I said, like you said,
natural?
it can be in the middle of the scene. You guys, this is not going well.
I'm sort of leaning towards making it good.
Okay.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, well.
So, John, I'm just saying, you need to make sure you moisturize.
Moisturize?
Yeah.
You said it's a cold sore.
It could be some sort of terminal skin crack. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
What?
Just a janitor, man.
I mean, it's a doctor of zoology, of course, but what happened to those?
What is a doctor of zoology?
Just got lots of schooling. Hey, have you met my buddy Perry here?
Okay, so Perry, describing Perry, is in sunglasses in a suit.
With an overcoat, apparently, because it's the North Pole.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a black overcoat.
It's a thin slate suit. Like, it's layered up. It's a 20-piece suit. That's what it is. He's got 14 vests.
He's got black gloves, and he's carrying a very sturdy cage.
You sound like a serial killer.
I am totally a government official.
Oh, you're a government official. Okay. All right. And you're carrying the cage?
Yes.
Oh, is that our dignitary?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. What, do you have his name?
Her name is, yes, this is a female doctor of zoology.
He hasn't checked it yet.
I haven't. It's literally the first time I've seen her.
Dolly.
Dolly. Oh,
yes.
That's adorable.
I thought you had a penguin, not a dolly.
No, the penguin's name is Dolly.
Yes.
Oh!
Yeah, ooh. A little bit. But that's okay.
It's what the vice president wanted.
Oh, so see there, your vice president is involved.
That guy. Such a weirdo. You know he goes to the Oval Office with spike stilettos.
I
read that in Newsweek. I read that in Newsweek. It's true.
It's true.
That has been neither confirmed nor denied.
That's disturbing. I'll keep that in mind the next time I see spiked heels.
You should.
Oh God, that's weird. So, what? How's everything going with Dolly?
She has been fed and she has been let out to go to the potty.
Just let her out into this tundra.
I thought there was 2 of them.
Two of who?
You said that there were 2 people coming, I thought.
For what?
The dignitary thing. I thought it was going to be a group effort.
No, this is the supporter. This is my buddy Perry. He and I came to be. He brought the penguin.
So he just got here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I came early to meet up with.
Are you chilling?
I just got off the. That's funny. I just got off the chopper.
Are you telling me?
Took the chopper?
I took the chopper.
Took the chopper. You telling me you came here by yourself? That doesn't seem very smart. I mean, it's dangerous here.
It is dangerous here. It's dangerous here. I don't know. I just figure the more I say it, the more it'll sink in.
Yeah.
You know.
So nobody else came with you?
I mean, maybe.
I'm not like interrogating you. He's the government official.
What do you want to know?
Did somebody else come with you?
Yes.
Well, it'd be nice to meet him.
I don't know where he is. Which is really weird for a one-room tent.
Is he the strong, silent type who just chooses not to be involved even though he's supposed
really
to be in the
strong.
scene?
He's actually a little smelly.
So I'll come walking in the thing. My character.
There he is.
My character is in camo.
Urban camo, not even like Arctic camo. It's like
No, just forest camo.
It's a forest camo. So
And
green.
a trucker cap. He's got a mullet.
Of course he does.
Just get here on your 18-wheeler.
They didn't have no 18-wheelers over here. Now, what I don't understand is why there ain't no toilet outside. See, I went out there and I was searching about 30 minutes, couldn't find me no gosh darn toilet. So I went back there in the back and, kind of wiped myself off with some snow. But look at my hands. Yo.
This is Barry. Barry poops on his hands.
Hey, who's he?
Barry, Perry, Barry.
Hey, you got a napkin or something?
Wait, time out. Okay. You really, you did. Hold on. Perry, where's the closest restaurant?
Maybe a wet nap or something?
It's over there.
It's just right through that door, right? Not the one he came in, but the other one?
Yes.
So you missed the left at Albuquerque.
There ain't no Albuquerque here. It's the North Pole.
I understand that. I'm in agreement.
He's on his sat phone right now.
There's no Albuquerque in the North Pole.
Apparently not. No, there's an actual, this is an established governmental base. There are real...
There's a toilet in the other room.
Why ain't there no signs around here?
Because you're in a tent.
I'm sorry, there was a mishap in our assignments. We unfortunately got special projects instead of special police, and he was supposed to be our other handler, but
apparently got lost looking for the bathroom.
Well, no, we were supposed to get someone else, but we got, like, very special people.
You don't want him handling anything.
I know.
Barry, can you please just go wash your hands off? Bathroom's through that door.
I opened up the door for you.
Thanks!
I bet there's a seal or a polar bear out there that'll wipe them off for you.
There ain't no polar bear in the North Pole.
Oh, yeah, there could be.
Besides, hunting season's over. Got my shotgun somewhere around here. They kind of took it from me when I came in.
Look, how many days are you going to... It's going to take to get another person down here, the right person. Look, I don't want to have to deal with this guy.
Did you go wash your hands?
I smack him in the face.
But, no, that's gross.
With my right hand. I got the right person right there.
Look, I don't care who messed up. I understand the paperwork that's involved.
Alright, I'm going to go.
Alright.
See? He came with you? That's weird.
He came with me.
Well, you at least found your buddy. I don't really know if we can call that good or bad for you, but you said it ended good for you, so... Who are you going to give that away to?
I'm going to give it to Derek to balance out his bad one.
Thank you.
Okay, well that was nice.
You know. Alright.
So, Prime.
It's your scene, sir. Would you like to establish? Or would you like to... was it resolve?
Something like that.
I'm gonna make it easy on myself and say that it's going to end badly for me.
Okay.
All
right.
You're going to the bathroom.
Oh Lord.
Oh man. You are in the bathroom in the Arctic. And by the way, polar bears do live on the North Pole.
It's very true.
I knew that.
Okay. Yeah.
That doesn't mean that Barry did.
So
yeah. Barry didn't know that.
Now, we can either... Okay, this guy's now... We can either A... go through that he's going to the bathroom, or B, we could play out everything he just explained about his little trip out to the freaking tundra and see who, like, saw him or tried to talk to him, or it's almost like a flashback moment that you were mentioning. If he goes to the bathroom, though, I think you're the only person that really would possibly follow him and talk to him.
I'm not following him to the bathroom.
I think it'll be a solo scene.
I'm talking to myself in the mirror. Looking like the Green Goblin over here.
Or we can skip past that, and, okay, he's gone to the bathroom.
He's gone to the bathroom.
We leave, and you guys could discuss.
Or we could establish why he was called out here in the first place.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Let's see, how do we want to do that?
Place.
Because I established that the people who hired him got the wrong group of people.
I've got this. I'll be the guy calling you.
Okay.
Now, you're going to receive a phone call as you're stepping out of the bathroom.
Where is he, though, physically?
He's physically stepping, as soon as he's done with the bathroom, he's washed his hands or whatever.
Oh, okay. Got
okay?
It. Yep.
So, he's going to receive a phone call. Mm-hmm. This is actually happening real time, but there's going to be more to it. And just to understand what it is, your relationship with him was that you were criminals, correct?
Criminals.
Smugglers? All right. That's what I thought.
Smuggle someone
all right.
or something.
So you're stepping out of the bathroom. That's where the scene begins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Cell phone rings.
I'll pick it up. Hello?
Barry?
Yeah.
Did you make it up there?
Yeah, I made it to the bathroom, too.
Barry, you were... I'm glad you found the bathroom. That's good. Did you find Rusty?
Rusty? I didn't get no names. What you talking about, Rusty?
Rusty. You're the guy the guy who's in the gang with us.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's around here.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think he's the guy with the penguin, so he's got to be the other one.
Remember, you're up there to deal with him. Okay?
How do you want me to deal with him? You want me to deal with him, or do you want me to deal with him?
Look,
they took my shotgun. I can't take him.
Well, you need to be a little more creative about this then. We went around the government to the point of convincing them to use special projects instead of the special police that they needed to get you up there. Because we knew that Rusty was going to be up there as well, meeting with his buddy from the incident he had having to do with some disease killing an entire village. It was weird. Look, you're up there to get him arrested.
I'm up here to get Rusty arrested.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How am I supposed to do that?
Well, that's kind of for you to figure out, isn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right. I just had somebody pass me a notice, too, to remind you about the penguin.
Oh, yeah, what about the penguin?
That's going to bring top dollar. You need to bring that home.
Yeah, I got it.
Please don't kill it.
Well, I don't got it, but I know where it's at.
Don't kill it.
Well, if you stuff it, then it ain't going to run away from you now, is it?
No, but it needs to be kept alive.
Why? Why do you want this thing alive anyway? It's just a penguin.
There is a South African zoo who wants it and will pay top dollar for it.
Pay top dollar for it, huh?
Yes.
I ain't never been to South Africa.
But be glad.
It's probably warmer over there, though.
Look, you are getting a hefty 20% out of this.
All I want is my PBR. That's all I'm asking for.
I promise you, with what this penguin is carrying, you will be able to buy as much PBR as you need.
All right, you give me that lifetime supply of PBR, we'll be set and ready to go.
Well, 20%. You understand that this object that you are trying to get back is extremely important to our organization.
Okay. Well, I hear what you're saying there, big boss man. And I think I'm going to do it if I can. And hopefully I'll be able to get out of here alive. And hopefully the penguin might be alive too.
Get Rusty arrested.
Oh, yeah. Then you know, you were asking an awful lot out of me.
Should I make a list?
Get Rusty arrested. Get that penguin back to me, and you'll finally earn the respect you've always wanted from me.
I don't care about no respect. I just want my PBR.
Click.
And scene.
Well, that was rude.
Well, you determined it ended bad for you, which,
I mean, having to get his buddy arrested and bring home a penguin alive.
It's not exactly good. So, hand off your die.
I'm going to go ahead.
He gets off.
He gets that one.
No.
I thought.
No, the whole first round, you give away whatever die you have.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to Josh since he was the one helping me out.
Since he's ruined my day.
Okay.
Right. Garrett,
Right.
it's your scene, sir. Would you like to establish it, or would you like to resolve it?
I would like to resolve it, and I'm actually going to go with it's going to end well for me.
Okay.
Go for it.
Interesting.
I think it should be with Josh and Derek, unless you want to do.
No, I agree. I think their object / relationship is the only one that hasn't really been kind of hedged
Touched
out
on,
there.
yeah.
Okay. And it's supposed to end good for you?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So when do we want to establish this scene?
And what timeline?
I would say during his phone call.
Okay.
We hear him coming out of the bathroom. Maybe we kind of lower our tone to hush tones, we don't want him to hear that he's stinky. I'll walk away, to try and find out what's going on with him, because obviously we need to eventually establish ourselves. But you guys are kind of hey, now that the two bozos are gone.
Okay. All right. Look, now that they've stepped away, I find it interesting that you ended up being the one bringing the penguin. How did you wiggle your way into that situation?
Look, John, I sort of messed up.
You sort of messed up, huh?
Yeah.
Was it really your fault that Dumbo is here?
No, that was a mess up above me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was originally assigned as a one of the Secret Service people.
For the vice president?
Yeah, and someone got into the house and it was
You let someone in the house?
He looked legit.
The White House.
Yes, he totally looked legit. And I just messed up, and they really couldn't admit it, so I had to go someplace where they couldn't. I wouldn't be around.
Oh, okay. So they set you up here to get rid of the plausible deniability.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I am up here because the first 4 people they asked are on vacation.
But it's crazy. We went to college together, and
Yeah, I mean, it did work out quite nicely.
it did.
The frustrating thing is that they're not paying me diddly to be up here. But
are you at least getting a grant out of this?
not really, but I did find out that my family owns the facility.
Really?
Yeah. They even insured the facility.
I'm thinking that since this whole
I
Secret
hate my
Service
family.
thing is not working out for me, perhaps I can go into the private security realm.
Oh, yeah. My family hates me.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
It's I'm pretty sure I've been written out of most of the will too. It's kind of sucky, but I think I figured out how to do it because for some reason this like distant second, third uncle or whatever in the world he is made me the beneficiary over the insurance policy in this building. Because he knew that I had a history up here. He didn't know it was a part of a catastrophe down the road, but he knew that I had a history and he thought I really loved this area. So he knew that if anything would ever go wrong in his passing, that he'd want me to be able to reap the rewards.
Oh, quote unquote, reap the rewards.
Yeah. So I brought this along. I show the explosives.
I used to, when I was in my Army days, I used to be an explosives engineer.
I think I did remember that strategically when I put in the request that you be set up here.
Wait, you're the one that... But it could be mutually beneficial.
You're absolutely right. It could be a hefty 20% for you.
Make it 25, and we've got a deal.
25%. That's a good one. But what do we do with the penguin? I don't want to hurt the penguin.
Well, we're going to reintroduce a penguin into...
Oh, we are. That's
wild.
right. You know what? That'd be a great fireworks show.
It would. And the penguin would probably enjoy it.
Or be scared to death and be the last Empress penguin in the North Pole.
I don't think anybody cares.
Fair enough.
Scene.
Wow.
Oh, Fiasco. Oh, you're letting me have that one,
There
right?
is just no doubt. That went on a journey.
I made it personal. That was disturbing, but that's okay. Oh, so we're back to me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really like establishing, but I won't let you guys do that. So I'm going to say it's going to end good for me.
So is there anything different about round 2?
No.
You still give away everything?
Still give it away.
Okay.
It's after the tilt.
Okay.
Act 2. I think it's... In Act 1, there are 2 rounds with 1 turn... 2 turns apiece. And then there's the tilt. And then Act 2 is either 1 full round or 2. You can do 2. Usually we do 1. And then we do the aftermath. So,
Okay.
I'm going to say this is good for me. So I'll let you guys work the details out.
I would say that with this newfound knowledge that he has these explosives, and probably with the desire to want to erase whatever catastrophe happened at Scott's hut, that there may be a way for us to, or a way for John to figure out how to essentially destroy both of them at one time.
I'd like to take that.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Is it going to be as
Is this
buried?
like a continuation of the scene that you just had? Because it can be.
I'd actually like Don to be a research assistant.
Sure.
So you're a scientist.
Not a problem.
Biologist.
Okay.
Because what's causing...
What's your... Winston?
John Winston, yes. You can call me Dr. Winston.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to discover the cure for him.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is like...
That sounds good. I like that better. Like you're showing symptoms. Luckily, we have one cure.
One cure.
One cure, yes.
Hey, that's good for me. It's good for me.
All right. Cool.
So is this is prior to everyone showing up here then? Is that... Or
Yes,
is this research
is
you
prior-
figured this out
This is prior.
So it's prior.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm also going to be a research assistant.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm...
So this is prior to you guys discussing the explosives thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's further incentive as to why I'm up here, I guess.
Okay.
Further incentive about why you want to use explosives too.
Oh, okay. Because apparently he's got an idea here.
Yes.
All right.
Got it.
I don't get it. I can't. The numbers work out. This catastrophe that apparently occurred at the North Pole is something that my therapist wants me to find out more details about. It apparently links to this disease that is starting to form in me that the doctors can't explain where it came from. But biologically speaking, all of the elements from the penguin blood to the frozen tundra ice, that combination or whatever, it seems like it's all there, but it's missing something.
What you are missing, Doctor, and that's what my research shows, but we're going to need the biologist to synthesize it. Buried underneath, and this is the research area that is going to... This is the research area, so this is the big tent thing.
Okay.
Buried underneath here is a primordial penguin, and we need the blood of the primordial penguin to synthesize a cure for you.
How did you find out there was a primordial penguin under there?
Through seismic readings. So we
The instrumentation is classified, sure.
we use science.
You still have gauze in your mouth?
Yes. Hang on. That's better.
Take the volume down now. Take your headphones out. That'd probably help.
I don't have headphones in, sir. Those are hearing aids. Way to be sensitive to my needs.
I'm sorry. I'm
Would you like me to put the gauze in a little bit more?
Ralph, please forgive me. I'm sorry.
My name is Leonard, sir.
I'm Ralph. That's Leonard.
You're twins, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought. So I'm sorry. It's an honest mistake.
That's why I wear red and he wears blue.
Oh.
And I put cotton in my mouth and have hearing aids because I can't hear.
The cotton keeps you quieter?
It muffles my mouth a little bit.
Oh.
Helps volume control.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Plus, it feels nice on the gums.
Fair enough, I think. Okay, so you're saying primordial penguin. We need to go dig up a primordial penguin from...
Well, technically, we only need to extract portions of its DNA in order to meld into the actual...
Exactly, and with the rate of infection that's going through your body, the easiest way to do it would be to blow chunks out of the ice.
Blow chunks out of the ice?
Yes.
How do you expect me to get a jackhammer up there?
Well, don't we have explosives?
Explosives? I'm going on a government job. How do you expect me to get explosives up there?
For excavation. Don't you realize? Don't you remember all the supply requisitions that we've had? We have we have the 5
This
gallon.
is all the stuff for that archaeologist that's working.
Yes.
Oh.
We got the 5 gallons of tequila. We've
She's
got the party hats, the party lights. We've got the 5 kilos of explosives. We've got the detonator.
What does an archaeologist need with all the lights?
To throw at the party after the
For the after
explosives.
party.
Because apparently the explosives make a brilliant light show.
Okay.
And scientists are way awesome about getting wasted
Yes.
That's...
after a new discovery.
Yeah.
Or on Fridays.
I'm having trouble keeping it together. I'm sorry, people. Whew. Okay, fair enough. I feel like... Did you hear